Welcome to Chapter 8, Water and Minerals. Water by Professor Tammy. Learning objectives. Discuss the functions of water and the importance of maintaining the body's water balance. Introduction. Minerals. There are major minerals and there are trace minerals. Shortfall nutrients are calcium, potassium, magnesium, and iron. Water is the most indispensable nutrient there is. Minerals in a 60 kilogram, 132 pound person in grams. Note, a pound is about 454 grams. Thus, only calcium and phosphorus appear in amounts larger than a pound. It is because calcium and phosphorus are your two most abundant minerals in the body. So let's name the major minerals. They are calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, sodium, chloride, magnesium. And your trace minerals are iron, zinc, copper, manganese, iodine, and selenium. Water makes up about 60% of adults' weight. Let's just say there are two 210-pound persons, and one person has more muscles and the other one has more fat. Does it really mean both of them have the exact same amount of water percentage? No. Muscles tend to hold more water. Fat does not hold water. So it also depends on the body composition of the person. So this is an approximate. Water content of various tissues will be in brain and muscles and bones. So they have different water contents. And also how the body processes water. The role for water is solvent. It's nearly universal. It's also a cleansing agent like a dialysis, a natural dialysis. It's also a lubricant and cushion, and also a coolant like sweat. The body's water balance. Water balance. You don't want to have dehydration or water intoxication. Well, we know dehydration is when you don't have enough water. You're kind of drying up. Water intoxication is when you're having too much water. Your body balance with salt is way off. That can really hurt you too. Body water varies by pounds. Varies on people's weight. Thirst and satiety governs water intake. The hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, and also the kidney, they're the ones who govern the water intake and also your thirst and your satiety. So when you look at water input here, you're getting water. It's not just from liquids or from water itself. You're also getting from foods. Like if you were to eat watermelon, it has a lot more water than cereal does, dry cereal. And dry cereal, the amount of water is very different from juice. So water output. You get water output from kidneys, your skin, especially through sweat, your lungs when you're breathing out, and your feces, because it's not like super dry. Sometimes it can be creamy too. Effects of mild dehydration, severe dehydration, and chronic lack of fluid. So what does it all mean? In mild dehydration, you have a loss of less than 5% of your body weight. Whoa, you think it might be cool, but it's not very good. So let's go through it. Thirst, sudden weight loss, dry, cool skin, dry mouth, throat, body lining, rapid pulse, low blood pressure, lack of energy, weakness, impaired kidney function, reduced quantity of urine, concentrated urine. So you don't want your urine to look 24K gold, okay? You want it more clear or light yellow. Headache, ouch, reduced mental clarity, decreased muscular work and athletic performance. Ooh, very slow, not as quick or agile. Fever or increased internal temperature. You feel hot. Fainting and delirium. Oh no, where I am. Oh, okay. Severe dehydration is a loss of more than 5% of your body weight. You start becoming pale or shriveled skin, bluish lips and fingertips. So you're not turning into a smurf. So you really don't want those colors on you. Confusion, disorientation. Oh no, where I am? Where am I? Rapid, shallow breath, breathing. Weak, rapid, irregular pulse. Boom, 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 boom. Thickening of blood because there's not enough liquid in you. So your blood starts thickening. Shock, seizure, coma, and death. No, we don't want to go there. Chronic low fluid intake may increase the likelihood of cardiac arrest, heart attack, and other heart problems. Constipation, dental disease, gallstones, glaucoma, that's the elevated pressure in the eye. Hypertension or high blood pressure, kidney stones, pregnancy, childbirth problems, stroke, urinary tract infection, also known as UTI. Factors that increase fluid needs. Water needs vary depending on your body composition and what you're doing. Those are the influential factors. Fluid and foods, DRI recommendation. And metabolic water, how much water is needed just to function your body. Sweating, fluid loss in a day. So the more you sweat, the more you need to make up that fluid too. And remember, some sweat you can't always tell. It's like when a person sparkles or glistens, Sometimes you can't really measure. It's like the sweat that just comes down like a teardrop or like a raindrop. Weighing in on extra fluids, added sugar, drinking calories, meeting the body's fluid needs, and types of water, the hard and the soft water. The hard water has calcium and magnesium, and the soft water has sodium and it can cause hypertension. So how can you tell what type of water you have? Well, the soft water, when you wash yourself, it's kind of clear. But the hard water, you ever travel and you go to a place and you're like, what's this white thing right on me? So sticky after I took a shower. So that's hard water. That's the minerals that's in the water. They're not harmful. It's just like, oh, it looks like you put on sunscreen and it's really hard to take off. All right, let's look at table 8-2, which is also has the same title. Factors that increase fluid needs. So these conditions increases a person's need for fluids. Alcohol consumption, because the more alcohol you drink, the more dehydrated you get. Cold weather gets dry. Dietary fiber, when you consume more fiber, you need more water. Diseases that disturb water balances, such as diabetes and kidney diseases. Forced air environments such as airplanes and sealed buildings because the air is drier. Heated environments also dries up the air. High altitude, hot weather, high humidity, you're sweating without knowing, especially with humidity. You may be sweating, but your sweat might have evaporated pretty quick. Increased protein, salt, or sugar intakes, you need the extra water to clean yourself out too. Ketosis, medications, the diuretic one, especially if you're having diarrhea, you need to make up that water. You're having water losses, especially you're having sodium, salt, and sugar losses. You're losing electrolytes, so you need to bring back your electrolytes and water. Physical activity, especially if you're moving around, you're sweating. Pregnancy and breastfeeding, if you're not drinking enough water during pregnancy, your amniotic fluid can dry. You need to drink enough water. And for breastfeeding, you need to drink more water so you can produce that milk for your baby or babies. Prolonged diarrhea, vomiting, or fever. Water helps, replenish the water that you lost from diarrhea and vomiting. Also, you need electrolytes to, get back into your body. And fever, the water helps reduce the fever. Sugary blood loss or burns, you also need water. And when you're very young or very old. But when you're very young, you have to be careful not to give your baby too much water because you can have water toxicity. Too much water is not good too. So, with babies, all they need is breast milk and formula that are used and the directions are followed correctly for the formula. Just a FYI. Table 8-3, water and food. So you see a list of foods that have more water than others. Many solid foods such as broccoli or steak are surprisingly high in water. And water, soft drinks, seltzer water, plain tea are 100% water. So, if I ask you if you drank water and you're like, yeah, but I'm always drinking tea, you can write water with tea. And sugar-free gelatin dessert, broth, summer squash, black coffee, they're like 95 to 99% water. So if you look through the list, something that's more dry, like peanut butter or popcorn, or even ready-to-eat cereals or pretzels, they have less water than soda or soft drinks or even margarine or meat has. But as far as cooking oil, meat fat, shortening, and white sugar, no water, 0%. See you soon. And remember to read the book.